afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Lakina Whitfield. I am a patient care technician at Northwestern Hospital, and I'm here to say, despite the snow, hail, rain, hospital workers are demanding $15 as a minimum wage and the right to form a union free of intimidation. In 1966, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood in this community fighting for fair housing and equal opportunities for poor people. A few years later, Dr. King stood with the sanitation workers in Memphis to fight for fair wages and the right for workers to form a union. We're still engaged in that fight. Workers like me are the unseen faces of hospital work. If transportation workers, housekeepers, and laundry workers don't do their jobs well, if medical equipment isn't sanitized or sterilized and patients don't get monitored and cleaned, the doctors and the nurses can't perform their duties. The foundational work that keep hospitals open is done by people like myself, workers who are mostly women and mainly women of color. I started as a housekeeper 4 years ago, making a little more than $11 an hour, but the work I did sometimes could be health and life-threatening. There was a time that I had to clean rooms that could have been contaminated with the Ebola virus. That's how serious housekeeping work in a hospital can get. I went back to school to get my certification, which is basically a patient care technician, CNA. Okay. People who do the work that I do get to know the patients better than the doctors and nurses ever will. I'm the one who cleans them, make them feel comfortable. I talk to them about their families, and sometimes I comfort them when they are having a bad day. That also goes a long way in healthcare. Today, far too many hospital workers can't afford health insurance. Some workers depend on financial assistance to make ends meet. That is not fair to the taxpayers because hospitals make too much money not to pay a livable wage to their employees. Hospital work is worth more. I say to Dr. King, thank you for standing for me. Thank you for giving your life for workers like me. I say, I'm sorry, I've learned a lesson. Rest in peace, Dr. King. I've got this now. Thank you. All right, baby. What are we fighting for? When do we want it?